Okay, so yesterday was a special kind of annoying for me because the weather that's outside right now is essentially what we had yesterday. Cold, rainy, not favorable in any way. So naturally I get up here and I think I'm going to relax. I immediately turn on the pilot light to keep my cottage warm. Because I know, okay, I'm probably going to need to run back inside when this is over. And at first, up until 10 o'clock last night, there was no internet or cable up here. I was genuinely afraid I wouldn't be able to get a video off to you guys. And to make matters worse, because of the weather yesterday, it completely ruined my plans of, immediately jumping in the water and getting other stuff done. It was just, so yeah, now you know what my low is. But you know what? That's fine, because my high was worth it, which is that delightful panoramic shot I just showed you a moment ago. Yes, I'm back up at Keuka Lake, and it is awesome. And my act of kindness was, actually, before I continue, my act of kindness was, in my boathouse, I actually had to get some furniture out of there. So, those pink chairs right there, and some of the furniture that you see out on the dock, yeah, I had to take that out of there. So now, whenever we use the boathouse to get the boat out, uncover the boat and use it, you can actually walk inside and have no problem getting in. So, good morning. Happy Saturday, everyone. It's Saturday. Favorite day of the week, especially being up here. It is awesome. It is amazing. And yes, I know the weather isn't what you would consider favorable, but you know what? That's the beautiest thing about Keuka Lake. It's always going to look amazing to me. It just is. Like, home is the kind of place where no matter how bad it gets, you feel at ease. And I do. Yeah, the water's a little bit rough, and yeah, it's a little bit cold with like frantic wind and rain popping up here and there, but what can I say? It's always going to be like this at times. I mean, if anything, it was a lot worse like this a month ago when, it was so cold no one wanted to be up here. At least this weekend, people are trying to take the plunge and going for it. Hence why I'm here. So, you probably noticed right away, that ladder goes to that part right there. So, yeah, I couldn't really jump in the water today at all because, I can't really get out right away. Plus, let's say I did that and I set the phone all the way where I normally used to when I go jumping in, it would take like 5 minutes to get all the way back. And that's precious camera time I don't have because you gotta keep your camera on the channel, you see. So, yesterday really wasn't all that bad. It really was. Yeah, it was cold and rainy. And unfortunately, it got to the point where, water got in my shoes and therefore got my socks all wet. So now my feet are cold practically all the time. No one likes that feeling. No one likes that feeling at all. I know I don't. So, needless to say, it really was a total bummer when, after I get up here, I'm trying to set up reset the cable and the internet up here, and I don't get back until 10 o'clock at night. And by that point, I'm so tired, I'm like, forget it. I'm just going to bed. But hey, I slept in today. That's really nice. Got a nice, I probably got almost 9 hours of sleep, from just around 10 to almost 7 a.m. Yeah. And, I was still able to get some stuff done yesterday, too. Brought some water, a whole bunch of bottles of water, because now we actually have something to drink up here. That's really cool. I have a whole, again, I'm the idiot who packs up, several weeks worth of clothing, even though I'm only going to be up here for a few days. Well, some of the clothing I do want to keep up here just because, I don't want to have to worry about bringing it back from my apartment all the way back in Elmira, which is 55 minutes away from here, nonstop. And of course, when I ever go home from the lake, that's when I get some grocery shopping done. So a 55-minute trip almost takes like 2-3 hours, just because, you know, what if I have to stop in multiple places? You know, that always just seems to happen. I just switch hands there. It's actually, seriously, I'm gonna have to be switching hands a lot when I'm out here now, just because like it's so windy and cold and I can't take it. Seriously, I'm wearing a hoodie and sweatpants. I actually have I'm wearing layers, actually. Not many layers, like shorts and a t-shirt and then this hoodie and sweatpants. I actually have my, underneath this, I'm actually wearing my green, Keuka shirt from the Only Place, which is a place that I could have, here's the thing, the Only Place is actually really cool. You know, it's one of those, sort of grocery deli type shops where you get lunch and, you know, at nighttime you get like a drink from the bar or something. But I honestly really have never been there. Like, I passed by that place like so many times. Never once have I been inside. Like, no, I haven't. But the fact that it still remains up here even after all these years means they're clearly doing something right. Plus, their merchandise is pretty cool. I mean, I'm wearing the shirt underneath, see? There we go. See? This is Keuka, right? Like that's the shirt that I'm wearing. I've worn this shirt before on camera. And it breathes really, seriously, this is like up there with that Melzinga Tap House shirt I have in terms of like shirts I have that breathe really nice. And I love it. It's great. It somewhat actually makes me feel kind of cozy. In spite of being out here in this very windy, cool weather. I mean, it's not completely unbearable. I mean, if you look out there, see? Got some people in boats out there, so, you know, they're doing stuff. I presume they're probably, like, fishing, I guess. Just because this would be the time of day to go do it. You know, not many people are up here. You know, I want to say it's quiet, but the wind kind of ruins it. It's definitely choppy out, but that would just deter people from being out in the water a little bit more. So other people who want to brave it can go do it. So, you know, honestly, this weekend really is not a very good weekend for weather. I know that. I should have known this would happen just because it's literally the luck of every upstate New Yorker that goes to any of the Finger Lakes. You know, completely nice and hot out during the week when we want to be up here, but, you know, we have to be indoors, inside, working. And when we finally get up here, the weather immediately does a 180. That's just our luck. Like, upstate New Yorkers, we get all kinds of crazy weather all year round. And sadly, even during the summertime when we want it to be nice, it doesn't wind up happening that way. But I wouldn't really change it. Honestly, 31 years of living, I'm used to it. I'm good with it, you know? It's pretty cool. Actually, I'm gonna remove it. There we go. I can actually see the background a little bit. There we go. I'm trying to pull it a little bit. Oh. I gotta switch hands. I'm holding it with my right hand now in case you're wondering. Which is weird. I'm normally a lefty, but I'm holding it with my right hand. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I'm left-handed. Now you know. That does not make me an evil person, by the way. Okay? Left-handed people are cool. For full disclosure, my late grandfather, he was also a lefty. And my mother is actually under the assumption that one of my nephews is also a lefty. I mean, it's too early to say. I'm really get drunk. I don't know why I foam with the mouth. Like, it only does that when I'm walking and talking at the same time. But, you know, I don't know, it's weird. I know it's weird. I'm sorry if it turns people off. I don't mean to do that, but it's weird sometimes, I guess. Anyway, what's my plan for today? Well, hopefully stay cozy inside and, you know, watch some TV. get this video all uploaded. That's definitely something I can do. That's really about it. I can't really do much in the realm of, doing outdoor stuff. I mean, I can't, let's be honest, it rained all day yesterday. There's definitely going to be some rain today. I'm pretty sure if there's any plants that need watering up here, I don't need to do it. I mean, yeah, I gotta rake up that shore over there a bit later. Luckily though, my dad and I will probably do it a little bit later, so cut the time, in half. Provided that it doesn't rain. I mean, you can actually do that in the cold weather like today, but you don't want to do it when it's raining. It literally adds potential insult to injury. Insult to potential injury. You can hurt yourself, right? You probably like Sideshow Bob, step on like the front of the rake and like hit your face, something like that, or like, I don't know, you rake something so incredibly hard to pull a muscle or something. So, yeah, you get injured while raking, I think. I presume it happens. Anyway, I hope, if you're watching this from elsewhere, I hope the weather is a little bit better where you are. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been up here, seriously, this is not the worst weather I've seen up here at Keuka Lake. Not even close. I mean, back in 2019, we had my nephew's gender reveal party. We had a storm so incredibly bad, some of the shingles blew off of this roof. So, this is not the worst. Not even remotely. I mean, if it was even remotely like that, I wouldn't even be out here. I'd probably be inside. Which, I mean, I've shown inside my cottage before. I could probably do it again. But I don't need to do it here. No, I wanted to do a video outside today. I'm going to do it. I am doing it. So there we go. Okay. So, I mean, I guess the usual, going to church tonight. Definitely. I miss going to church. Honestly, again, we haven't been able to do it because of that scare we had in my family way back in December. Seriously, this will be the first time I go to church in all of 2021. I'm not even kidding. And, it's so weird. When I was a little kid, I absolutely abhorred going to church. I always felt that I could have, the best Saturday ever. And, time for church. Ah, darn. Looks like we gotta go to church. Now that we can't really go, I legitimately kind of miss it. I mean, don't get me wrong. By all accounts, it's still as boring as most people would describe it as. But at the same time, and maybe it's because I was raised Catholic, and maybe it was because, I have tried to at least maintain some of what I learned from, my own religion to become a better person. A good person, I should say. I don't want to feel like I'm better than anyone else. I want to just be a good, overall nice person. But, I don't know, I guess there's some sort of calming effect whenever I'm inside of a church. Or even when I'm near a priest or something, Not that, don't take that the wrong way. You know what I'm talking about. It's nice. We all have that place. We all have that kind of place. I have multiple places like that. I mean, I've always said Rita's was my happy place, and I stand by that. So, that's something. Up here is always going to be beautiful no matter what. I mean, yeah, I know I've sort of been trashing the weather today, but again, even at this time of year, when the weather's like this, it's just so beautiful, I can't really be that mad. In fact, I really kind of like some of this stuff. I guess this is the sort of thing you love something so much, it's okay to make fun of it every once in a while. It's like the nostalgia critic doing his review of the movie Hook. He loves that movie. He thinks it's a great movie. He can still find ways to make fun of it. Anyway, I think I better get back inside before I start getting really, really cold. So one last panoramic shot. Welcome to Keuka Lake 2021. Okay, like, favorite, chat, the subscribe button, follow me on social media, notification, YouTube, remember, hello, this video for all of you guys watching for today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Remember, you're going to talk channel, should be here to learn, and I'll say back, take care, make good choices, have a nice day. I gotta get back inside, wind is starting to pick up, I'm feeling cold, bye.